on tonight, Villain Talk fan? We're doing a new album review for the week. This week we're talking about Isaiah Rashad, his new album called It's Been Awful. And I just want to let y'all know how I feel about it, keeping it 500 with y'all, keeping it honest and genuine about, my opinion about the album. Like I said, thank you all for the support. Thank you for all the likes, the follows, the comments, the shares, all the engagement. I'm going to tell y'all about the album. First of all, it's called It's Been Awful. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just kind of a casual fan of Isaiah Rashad. You know what I'm saying? He's not really like one of my go-tos. But, I have listened to The Sun's Tirade, and I did listen to his first album. You know what I'm saying? So I am familiar with him, Top Dog Entertainment. I know he's with Kendrick and SZA and J-Rock and all them. So anyway, let's get to it. The only guest on the album, there's no rappers on the album. The only guest, like big name guest, really is SZA, and she shows up on The Boy in Red. What I like about the album is really vibey, it's really melodic. You know what I'm saying? It's got some bops to it. It's some tunes. It's some stuff you can kind of play if you're just riding. You know what I'm saying? You want to think, you want to like reflect, or if you're relaxing, it's something to listen to. Then it's also kind of something maybe you could listen to if you were in the kitchen cooking. It's not really no bar heavy type of music. It's not really like no MC type stuff like you would hear from J-Rock or Kendrick or Ab Soul. Like I said, Isaiah, he kind of got his own lane. It's catchy music. A lot of the stuff kind of has to grow on you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's what I like about it. So basically what I'm saying is, I don't know if you would call it emo rap, but a lot of it's kind of like Isaiah being real personal and telling how he's feeling and little different obstacles and troubles he's going through as far as like depression and, you know what I'm saying, the drugs and drinking, different things, chemical romance. It's a lot of stuff going on in this album. Like I said, it's called It's Been Awful. So I guess he called it that for a reason. What I like about the album is I like Same Shit. I believe that's the lead single. That's a little tad more aggressive than most of the stuff on the album. It's kind of, like I said, that would be something you could bang in the whip. Maybe, something that sounds like a typical rap song. You know what I'm saying? My favorite song on the album is Scared to Look Down. That song is pretty good. It's got a bop to it. Nothing to Hide. That song, the production on it is amazing. It's got a guitar on it. It's crazy. The guitar solo at the end is very ethereal. I don't know if that's how you say the word. It's kind of spacey and kind of dreamy. Like I said, the production overall on the album is awesome. I'm gonna give it a score later, but that to me is the highlight of the album. Like Isaiah, he really put some mean production. A lot of the production on the album is got maybe 16 tracks. I would say maybe half of it, or maybe about 6 or 7 songs, sound like his actual instruments, like his live stuff. Like it doesn't sound like I said, a typical production from a rap album. Like I said, another good song is The Boy in Red with SZA. That's probably going to be the next lead single. Well, not the lead single, but the next single from the album. SZA, she's not a stranger to the charts. So, they know how to make a catchy song. They know how to make something that's going, be glued to your ear. You know what I'm saying? Those are some pretty good songs. Superficial is solid. It had to grow on me. You know what I'm saying? 719 Freestyle. That's probably one of the more bar typical type rap songs you would hear. That's at the very end of the album. You know what I'm saying? It's not really exceptional and it's not really whack. It's just kind of in the middle. It's just kind of mid, kind of solid. What I don't like about the album, I don't like MOM, Man on a Mission, Do I Look High, Happy Hour, Act Normal. Some of these songs are just very skippable. They didn't hit me. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me. Like I said, a lot of the materials about depression, drinking, drugs, that type of stuff. I'm just kind of giving you a disclaimer, kind of give you a warning. I'm picking this album because this is basically what came out last week. So I'm doing a review on it. But anybody that's not familiar with Isaiah Rashad and they picking up the album and they listening to it, I'm just telling you what to expect and what not to expect. Now, if you want something vibey and melodic, you want something a little tuned, you know what I'm saying, something to, you know what I'm saying, kind of let your mind go, this is it, you know. But if you're looking at him like, oh, he's from Top Dog Entertainment, and you're expecting it to be like a Kendrick or a J Rock or a Schoolboy Q type of sound, this isn't what this is. Maybe Sun's Tirade, or maybe the first album he came out with might be more along in that, you know, lane, but not this right here. Like I said, bars, I would give it about a 6. He's not really, like I said, he's not bar heavy. It's not a lot of MCing, not a lot of typical MCing. It's just really just, you know what I'm saying, melodic vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm being introspective. I'm taking y'all through what I'm going through. He's being really personal, really confessional. That's what it is. So bars would be like a 6. And it does have some catchy stuff. Like I said, it has some stuff that will grow on you, but it does have a few skips too. Production wise, I'm gonna give it about an 8 or a 9. Like I said, the live instrumentation on it is crazy. The guitars, man, they just picked some crazy music for this album. I love it. Like, you could probably just get in your car and just turn it on and just ride down the road, maybe at night, or, you know, if you kind of going through some stuff and just kind of zone out to the music. That's what type of production is on this album. Like I said, I'm gonna give it about a 9. So we're giving the bars a 6, we're giving the production a 9. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 overall. 7.5 bottles out of 10. That's not to be disrespectful, but you know how I am. Try to be cute with my little, you know, rating system. 7.5 bottles out of 10. So, you know, whatever Isaiah is going through, I hope that, you know, him being honest and him being, you know, letting himself, you know, go through his music can kind of help what he's going through in his real life. Because, you know, we all go through stuff every now and then. Like I said, it's been awful. That's a bold title for an album. So another thing I just want to mention, Villain Talk. Y'all make sure to catch the Atlanta special that's going to be going on the page this week. Y'all see my shirt with Carnage and Venom. It's kind of paying homage to Outkast with the Stankonia cover. And like I said, thanks again for the support. Keep following, keep listening. I'm going to keep posting and keep doing this. Y'all have a good night. 1.